Hi everyone. Hi Mom. Finally finished this journal. A lot of people wanted to see this actually made up. So this is what I played with y'all, with the alcohol ink. And then I just added some coffee stain trim and some flatback pearls. I had done this up with a color bloom spray quite a while ago. So I just layered another paper flower, and then I had a bling I'd ripped off something else. So use that. It is just a seam binding closure, really simple. I did alcohol ink the eyelet because it was silver. I don't have any more gold or anything like that. The back is done, yeah, you can see that glossy back. Well, I actually did that. And I used a stencil, and I used the Rangers Texture Paste Transparent Gloss. I watched one of Tim Holtz's videos when he was at CHA, and he was demonstrating this stuff, and so I went right onto Amazon and bought it because I thought it was super cool. You get the texture, but it's kind of like, you know, those sometimes you can buy paper stacks and they've got some gloss highlights. Well, that's exactly what this is. And you can do this really cool technique where you stamp an image and then use the gloss over it, and it will just highlight that, and then you can, you know, distress around it. Oh, it's just really, there's so many different things. Just go on to YouTube and check out the Tim Holtz. He's got some great tutorials. So I kind of wrapped it right around here. The cover of this book is done with a cake box from Duncan Hines, which, yes, I know Americans don't know what that is, but it's Canadian. Our version of Betty Crocker, I guess. And what else did I do? I wrapped the whole box with packing paper, the brown packing paper that I scooped up from one of the places that I pick up my mail from. They were tossing it all out, so I scooped up a bunch of that. And it's just great, you know, it's really lightweight, so it's really easy to just sort of, I literally folded it like a present and Mod Podged it down. No, I used decoupage. And then you saw me do this, so then I used the decoupage to adhere that as well. And I also, around the edge in underneath, I attached a little bit of E6000 because it is tin foil on the inside, just around the edge. So I thought, well, just for extra strength, I'll use that. And actually, I think I might have just used double-sided tape. I think, no, that was the first time. I actually ripped it off of a cover I had done. I didn't like the way it turned out, and so I ripped it off and found the cake box, so I did that instead. So yes, it is Aleene's tacky glue on this part, and then inside E6000. Okay, that's all I can tell you about that, I believe. So I just coffee stained some cream colored seam binding as the closure. Just a really simple tie. It's very chunky. As you can see, it wants to sort of pop up. You can see it from this edge. It's really big. There's 4 signatures, and I really wanted to do 4, so it's chunky. And every time I open it, I stretch it, so it will start to lay flatter and flatter with use. Paper collection is DCWV. It's called Heirloom. I don't know if I can get that in the frame, probably not, but it's Heirloom. It's a paper pad. So there's 180 sheets of this. And I also use the DCWV, the Timeless Type. This is the 8x8. So I used a few sheets of that to make the doilies. So I didn't want to cut down the pages too much. Didn't want to waste them too much. The book measures, I don't know, 7, I think. Yeah, 7 by 5. Yep. Or 5 by 7, however you want to say that. So I just folded it back. This is a Martha Stewart punch. I did ink it up, and you can see I did stitch. So I'll show you why the stitching came about as I flip through the book. And these are also from that DCWV Timeless Type. Just a couple of little postcards that I had coffee stained up and used a little gold paper clip that I added the seam binding to. So this is the leftover paper that I had, and I simply folded it so that you can have a little bit more writing. I counted the pages. There's about 80 pages to write on, so there's plenty of space, especially with all the added little kind of postcards and stuff. I had printed out a bunch of these little vintage cards, and these measure 4 by 6, I think. No, these are just over 5 by 3.5. And so this is that doily. This is the Martha Stewart one. One that looks like this. So you got that big long thing and you punch it and turn your paper around. I might show that one day as one of the tips, tricks, and tools. It's actually pretty cool. So I stitched it down, and I was going to make them tucks, and then I didn't like it because it is card, so it's a little thicker, and I really didn't like it. I stitched on every page of that's just plain, it's not bent back, the trim. And I did some stamping, not a ton, and then I did, this was the cutoffs from the actual page. And I didn't want to waste them, so I added them all as staggered shorter pages with tabs. So you can see I've added like tons of these, and every one of these pages is stitched. So this is why I stitched it, because the paper had stitching in it. And I thought that was really cool. So I went with it. I did tell you the paper is coffee stained. No, I probably didn't, but it is. Added some washi. This is really cool washi tape, and somebody's going to ask where I got it. It was eBay. I couldn't tell you the seller because I bought it years ago. Yeah, so just some scrap paper that I cut the tabs out of, and everybody knows that's retired Stampin' Up. So that's it. Like, there's nothing much to this book, you guys. I wanted to show you this, though. Isn't that cool? I have a tray that has 2 embossed roses on it, and it's an aluminum tray. And if you puddle enough coffee around it and then lay your paper down, you're going to get the embossed image on that. So that turned out pretty cool. So yeah, there's just, it's very repetitive. And whenever there was something, I did take out 1 page of each signature, so I didn't want to waste it. I just tucked it in there as more writing paper. And then to cover the stitching, I glued 1 page together and made like a pocket. So it also has just more writing paper in it. I really enjoyed the stitching part of it. It was hard. Not hard. I mean, I used to sew everything, but my chair for that particular table is not a good chair. So, like I said, just extremely repetitive. It is definitely a writing journal. Oh, I actually forgot the tab on that page. Oh, I'll have to put one on there. I like this stamp. Let's see if I can read that to you. It says, "A bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song." Isn't that neat? I like that one. So that's 1 signature. I believe there's 7 pages per signature, and not counting these half pages. The paper line's very nice, though. I love it. This one says, "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant." So I did kind of put a lot of inspirational sayings in here. I should turn this so I can read it upside down. Well, I probably still can't read. It's too far away. I can't read it. Laughter is the best medicine. Now I got to turn you back again. There. I love this page. Just love this. Looks like an antique locket on there. It's very pretty. I love that they included writing as well as graph paper. Isn't she beautiful? So, precious memories. In memory, everything seems to happen to music. I don't usually read upside down, you guys, so. Okay. You don't stop laughing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop laughing. Isn't that true? Another piece of leftover paper. Single moments make great memories. We must always have old memories and young hopes. Memory is the treasure and guardian of all things. I don't know. Peace begins with a smile? Yeah. There are hundreds of languages in the world, but a smile speaks them all. I sound like I can't read. Okay, life is a promise, fulfill it. And that's the second signature. Dream, create, inspire, and joy. These were all separate stamps. I just stacked them on my stamper. And I'm pretty sure that people are going to ask me where those stamps are from. Live your dream with passion. Some of them are Tim Holtz. Some of them are, oh, what is it called? Crafters. I can't remember. Most of them I can't tell you where they're from because the packaging I kept it on didn't have the name on it. And of course I didn't write it on there, so yeah. Okay, you can read that. It's big enough, right? So I kind of did like one signature with a bunch of sayings on it. That one's my favorite because that's what I do. And then the next signature, I stamped out different kind of vintage looking stamps. So the images, I get questions on that a lot. If you go to my Pinterest account, and you can find that, it's on my main page of my YouTube channel. And there's the link right there. Just click on it. It'll take you to mine. And then it's under the vintage board. So you can, yeah, grab the images from there. A laugh is a smile that bursts. There is beauty in simplicity. More writing paper. So here I've done, you know, now this signature will have sort of vintage looking stamps in it. So I'm going quick because there's really not much to this book. Yes, it was a lot of work, but yeah, I didn't want to layer anything in here like I normally would. I love this stamp. That's a... it's gone again. I don't remember. I know it. It's just not coming out. I got off work and it was a really long day today. I love this bicycle too. And the dress form. You always have to have a dress form. Some birds. There you go. So that's it. That's the book. It's Chunky Monkey, and yeah, I love the way it turned out. I absolutely love the cover. Let me grab my stamp book, and I might be able to tell you some of those stamps, because I know I'm going to get questions on that. Sometimes I write them in my stamped out book. Oh, the bird ones, the happiness, the enjoy, create, dream, inspire. Well, here it is here. I've stamped it out. So this is what the, except for these, this is part of it. So these are Fiskars. That's who that is. And I believe the other ones, I don't think I wrote. Like, there's a ton of them. All of these stamps are on one. Yeah, that's all. It's tons, but it's from the UK, I believe. And I can't tell you who the other ones are. I believe there are some Tim Holtz in there, though. So, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And I have no idea what I'm doing next. I was just thrilled to death that I actually got my mojo back and felt like creating. I've been doing a lot of purging and tidying up and cleaning, and also, I found these napkins I wanted to show you. Now, I get a lot of people, since I did that decoupage kind of a napkin thing, saying they can't find any napkins. Well, I was just at Dollarama, so that's for Canadians because you guys don't have one in the States. And they had these. Now, if you decoupage that, like I did with the gel medium, make it like a decal, when it'll make it sort of translucent, and when you lay it over brown, it's going to look antique. And isn't that pretty? I mean, the pattern to me was just very vintage looking, and I like that it's all over, so you can use the entire napkin. So that's a book front easily. Yeah, so $1.25, and there's like 25 of them. So pick that up at Dollarama. I haven't been to Dollar Tree in a while. So, but because it is autumn, check out the Dollar Tree, because their napkins come out and they get really pretty ones with leaves and fall colors. Yeah, and they make beautiful color covers. Yeah, so that's all I've been up to, just trying to sort of figure out how to start creating again. And you know, I've done so many tutorials and things lately that I kind of lost my momentum with the making books, and I have so many to make because I've got them half started. And I put my name in the hat for Ephemera's Vintage Garden as a guest designer. So for next year, I'm hoping that goes, yeah. I've never done anything like that before, so I thought it was time I tried. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, and I hope your week goes well. Talk to you soon. Bye.